Go ahead. I'm listening. What's on your mind?
You strike me as cleverer than most Istiki Gale. Multiple tutors, I should guess.
Many a wise man and woman indeed. Waterdeep is the home of myriad scholars.
Ah, the City of Splendors. Spent a whole fleet's wake there with my father. What a delight.
Prowess in battle is remarkable, as is your battle stance itself.
Rathajak. A technique known to few outside Kalin. Shall I teach you?
I'll pass, thank you. I prefer abjuration over acrobatics.
Glad you made it inside. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs. Maybe, but we're not fighting. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better. If the road was clear, 10 days walk maybe. But while the goblins are... If I see a goblin...
You...
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin. Yeah, when he ran off without Halsin. No more.
Not for communal use, it's...
No more trouble.
Well met. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem... We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well... May Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure. There just aren't enough supplies to support just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanas.
This grove is kept by Sylvanas's faithful.
We're cornered in this. This is no fortress, and we're no warriors.
Leave me alone!
I think you...
Step! Harry! Strike! Damn it! Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood. And the druids in here looking to kick it. I need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. Let's see then. You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use? Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully it's... But I'll keep at it. Thank...
make a run for it.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Well met. Is there anything you need? I know we druids will be... As I said, there just aren't just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanas.
I have no more to say. Mistral.
On the victor's path.
Before my time.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch. His eyes flicker to yours for an instant.
We could help each other. Those druids are going to get us killed!
Not everyone subscribes.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Bow.
Lower.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
By the dead gods. Are all Giths so brutal?
Brutal? Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
Please. Please. I've been through enough.
Assume nothing.
Please. Just leave me alone.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait. A shell so thin requires little to crack. The teeth sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
I can pack or talk, and...
What I did for some salt.
Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. And what about us? We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. You are looking at Lorroakan's... Yes, that...
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramaz...
The very...
Word in Waterdeep has it he...
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along this...
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, few can match me. In either magic, in years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Thanks for cutting in. Here's hoping we all make...
Those goblins will rule the day. You and I will do some good here.
My Thunder Wave will make quick work of any...
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, the only... If a gnoll catches your... You've had your...
We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face will frighten a troll.
You're an idiot. My
Shoes. Where are my boots? Nearly ready.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
die if I met Lorroakan reeking of this place. Never get this.
Might be useful.
I thought you were a caravan escort for 3 days, and you quit in the middle of your shift.
You sound like your father.
Well, it was his caravan.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Wonder what's past this.
have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in, Bob.
A little orange cat. And a house with a...
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. No bother. We're just...
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city? I think I've heard of that place. It's settled, Danis. If we see you there, we'll get you a...
I suppose...
Your spiced tea is...
I suppose we'll... Please. No helping it. We're exposed now. We've known enough grief. Don't.
Speak. I have a I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. I don't pay compliment. You've proven me wrong at every I swear. You've gained my when I come near. Your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hair stand on end. Good. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later, but I want it all the same. Do you? I won't be your girlfriend, but I will be your lay. Yes or no? Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and... Until that night...
You're the one who helped at the gate.
I heard what happened. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to... So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Kagha's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. A low thought. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Kagha. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once. I'm still hoping Kagha can be swayed from this madness. Leaders need to make tough decisions. Any word on what we discussed? About these are civilians. Open battle would be a massacre. So, Kagha's twist, please. Just listen. Sending us out there. If you want to turn your blade on anyone, turn...
But they're ill-disciplined. Somebody must be leading them.
The Blade of Frontiers has done what he can to help us prepare for the journey, and we are grateful. But it'll be a...
By the Triad, there is only one correct answer. Refuse him, and we sentence these people to die.
I suppose so. We don't have much, but we'll scrape together whatever we can. Of course, we'll be ready to leave as...
Commander!
Any word on what we discussed? So, no.
By the Triad, there is only one correct answer. Refuse him, and we sentence these people to die.
Everyone in this we'll be ready to leave as...
Commander!
Any word on... what is it? We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls and goblins attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the Descent.
The Descent, an infernal conspiracy that had seen the entire city of Elturel briefly dragged to the Hells.
So I hoped, but we've lost so many... Some artifact Aradin was hunting. I don't know any more than that, and I don't want to. This grove is poorer for losing Halsin, but I...
Keep your steel sharp.
Any word on what we discussed about Korga?
of the Flaming Fist.
Pardon?
When we get to Baldur's Gate, where are we enlisting?
I'm done soldiering, Tilly. I'd like a clean start, but go with the Watch. You're too honest to be a mercenary.
It seems this individual doesn't think very highly of you, but few can resist a well-timed gift. Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one.
Keep your stick.
This individual doesn't seem particularly fond of you.
We're exposed now.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face before I try.
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant.
Those druids are.
I don't care what Mole says. Stupid and reckless.
You ever scare me like that again, and...
Mom! Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Because of you,
The road to Baldur's...
Ugh. If I'd got that stupid idol, I'd be a hero. A heroic thief. Mol said we had to do something. They were talking when the druids were getting ready to... Why can't we just stay until it's... We're not gonna be...
Arabella's behaved us... Arabella...
I'm not...
Cool.
Show some dignity.
See to your business.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Hey, you here to trade or? Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. I am sorry. Look, you caught. Now, do me a favor. Think you could stand back a ways, pal?
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
The pride of the gate.
You are unable to speak. You are unable to speak. You are unable to speak. You are unable to speak.
You're the first grown-up. I hope I don't look...
Mole's in... Well, look who's come. My kids say you... Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harm. You saved Arabella from the Druids. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many Marks would have done the same. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do? I do as a man. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. That ritual's nothing more than a fancy way to kick us out and leave us for dead. The important thing is... And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune. Sure, when we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut. Be careful. Anything else? We're saving up. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong? So what? We have a plan. We're the ones who'll end up on top in the gate. Anything else? Anything else? You've been a friend to us.
never see us coming.
When do Mole's in charge.
You don't look... Give Mole... I had a feeling you'd be back. Was that why? You planning on telling me didn't need your permission? You've been a friend... I had a feeling you'd be back. You've been a friend. Own that town. I had a feeling you've been a friend. Not long until we leave now. Don't worry, kid. In Baldur's Gate, hearses practically grow on trees. Be patient. We'll get there.
Looking ahead.
Heartless.
It's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says.
Again?
Hostess.
Remember our
You...
No more.
Lae'zel, have you ever done a good deed just for the sake of it?
I have performed deeds well and efficiently. Is this what you mean?
Not exactly. But you answered my question.
冇嗰啲冇嗰啲唔係好特別嗰啲菇嚟嘅。
Who's in charge of the
係咯，
mine
嗰啲
flares,
限定菇
Lae'zel?
小心。
Is there a Squid King or something?
No. Each Geich is servant to an elder brain. No king unites elders. Only their collective tyranny.
A mind flayer monarch. Imagine that. Such a thing could shatter worlds.
重用啊！鉗你嘅都有，試下問下我 friend 有冇啲。
Can a Squiddy go solo, Lae'zel? You know, break free of their master.
Renegades are rare, but not unheard of. The Geich gone astray is no less dangerous for it, and its head no less valuable.
卧龍啲嘢打晒啦，係啊，琴日 琴日打完嘅太子池，今朝打完嘅金陵。啊！又要再打多次咯。我推入台過，記得點打。又落翻嚟。
The blade of frontiers, hmm? Do you always need to be the center of attention?
Anything but. I don't fight to be flattered, Lae'zel. I fight to save lives.
Go on.
狗仔。威爾，成班喺度溝綠色妹。撩綠色妹講嘅，又話好迷人，又話好食。類似嘅嘢咯，話對眼好靚，乜鬼嘢？先講魔法師講。跟住阿威爾又問佢信唔信一見鐘？係啊，問綠色妹。佢啲，如果佢啲對白可以變翻下邊顯示好啊！有時邊個講嘢我要擰翻過去先。睇唔到佢講嘢時，就咁樣碰傷嘅。跟住綠色妹啱啱溝我，想做我床伴。
That I shared something with you. It's rather personal matter that I'd prefer to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition, very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
佢講咩事？係啊，件衫唔知除貴咗喺邊，跟住又費事攞翻出嚟。先，身負某種。
Thank you for the offer. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. No, it's nothing like that. Magic isn't a narcotic to me, it's quite literal. I would not burden anyone other than myself with this were the stakes not so high, and the means of obtaining such artifacts challenging for a humble wizard to face. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact. And by that I mean, it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. We've already done the fight. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Great cost. 不了謝謝。
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need. I will consume the magic inside. What was a powerful artifact will be but it will save my life. Even if only temporarily.
魔法遺物，屋有街鬧冇嘢。你都睇唔到邊？你睇唔到邊啲有用，邊啲冇用？唔得喎！我得要撈一陣嘅。睇先。冇光術。 咩1D4嗰啲乜鬼嘢，即係抽擲色仔嗰啲嘢嘅。哦，擲色仔。先黑滴啲先。哦，照明嗰個，唉，算啦，俾咗佢啦。咦，唔係咁嘅咩音
Thank you.
？Thank you。哇，吸毒仔啊！
That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. I obtained it in Waterdeep. Nothing there comes cheap. What's on your mind? Think of it as tribute. As long as I pay, there will be peace. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
黑色衝動啊，係咪有？可以嘅黑色衝動。佢話有，不過冇果實咯。唔知佢冇加到。哦，你有加佢。抽嘢嗰陣，哦，記得啦。睇下先，哦，斬嗰條友。咪咁。邊種之人大佬啊！
The goblins still infest the roads. My father once said, "What?" So it was. I was hunting near the Cloakwood. I found him in the fields, flanked. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncles. I mourned the ones I could never save. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised. He wanted one life for me. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious... Are you sure? The blade stands an excellent choice. If...
咦，我哋要企喺度噃，邊種啲人要打地嘅咧？哇，着火啊佢！
One horn, the stink of Avernus, Advocatus Diaboli.
哎呀！
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
I see.
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers. But I...
哇！你
A
有
great
隻
heat
蟲仔啊
roars
你！
through you, her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood to blood war. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus.
勁好笑喎嗰啲
This
頭
woman
痛
was on
嗰
the
啲。
front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain. But it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out.
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
冷靜啊，威爾。
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that.
劇情幾得意啊，啱埋人物，幾有心。我是墨演冷玉山小蘭。
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going. I may not be a devil, but I can put the... How would you feel about helping me? Little background if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
嗯，就係頭先冇睇到，咪望下啦。哦，咁就俾人追查。
Fuck yes!
Fuck yes!
They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
She's, perhaps a little rough around the edges. But I suppose I can be smooth enough for two.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Hang on, though. Looks like you've got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
A devil and devil hunter standing shoulder to shoulder against a common enemy. Rather poetic, I think. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the camp.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
揀一隻，除非借咗成隻借俾你用去，但好似唔得噶嘛，好似要近先得噶嘛，係咯。色性慚愧，唔該擔心我。
You don't know the half of it. Well met.
輕鬆打，唔係咁易嘅，冇人會，冇人會抽嗰啲符。叮，嘟嘟嘟，係點夠綠色妹先？我啲手。
Karlach's got the best. If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't. I know only blood red and death black. I am what I must be. Say what I must be. To survive every beast I face and every wound I... One couldn't. Do as you like. The loss is not so much mine as yours. Of course you have. If I'm in the mood for... Shook. You believe you can survive without me. As you say.
Yeah? Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love project. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive it. Anyway, what were we talking about?
玩啊，冇睇嘥晒。
Trust me, I'll tell you all about it after we take care of the goons on my tail. Funny you should ask. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans. What's the story? Yeah, let's go straight there. Just to say, by the way, they're not really paladins. Lackeys of the Archdevil playing dress-up as paladin wasn't all that long ago. I never knew the whole of how... The long and... But Avernus is no place for decent folk. I'm glad they got out. Hell yes.
Hell yes.
How can I help? Your enterprising approach. I do not yet need to consume an item with...
Don't burn yourself.
個咩野蠻人戰士，野蠻人正騎士，多一啲。紅二等級商人。過咗，好波。正啊！咩？你嗰個係咩？未開大地45啊！真係先有啲咁嘅有趣。唉，是但。啲古怪嘢。
Come on, let's go. I'd love to, thanks.
Ready and willing. Where am I needed?
考試嘅。
Still breathing, despite everything.
I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep.
咁我睇而家第幾日咧
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Ah. That will make getting word to my mother rather tricky.
哦，好少長休喎。
No matter. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. Not at this distance, anyway.
用係啊，用晒又冇喎，咁啊遲早都要。佢而家變咗係咁用忌諱，跟住就係咁食藥咯，冇乜長休地走啊，但暫時仲頂得住，應唔係喎，上 pack， 上 pack 插啲人先。哇，50幾蚊開心。磨刀斬人。偷拍。紅色妹要殺人。肋骨要豺狼人喎。
Looks empty.
Looks empty.
How can I help?
How can I help? 哇！點解咁多嘢做？
Damn, it's good to be alive. Hang on.
執晒啲
Those
先。
paladins I need to stomp are that away. Something tore right through these.
What's on your mind?
到到10幾型嘅高級正，立晒先。
Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right? Can't leave Zariel's bruisers roaming. Good news.
哇！爆炸啦喂，鬼嘢！假救啊！我俾人上咗身啊啲嘢。哦，我又咁覺得，唔怪得咩臃腫啊，頂你！入邊有魚，唔係啩？打咗開波射咗佢，所以佢爆炸咧，唔知係咪？
This is my time.
喂，沒事啊。
All right, Karlak, it's go time.
Unleash me. Eat this.
哇！哇！一齊行嘅頂你，你走到，我哋走咗。哦！
Watch it. That hyena's going for help.
塞落去度，塞翻啲錢落去勾，自取。 冇。
No holding back.
Put him up. You're not gonna like this, mate.
The witching hour.
哇！仆街炸箭嘅頂你！點睇都唔夠打撈師傅啊！黐線點打啊！呢啲咁又輸呢？綁人哋都冇用，我覺得冇中過。中咗，冇用我覺得。頂！喂，好弱智啊，唔喐得喎。一行就俾人打啊！哦，即係喺人隔離。哦，喺人隔離就跳。都係俾人打陰公。死咯，主角。快死㗎啦，應該。唔夠打，我仲要冇7回血。哇！入血。死咯！miss 鬼咗。
I speak, they burn.又打老師傅，又輸你又布陣布得唔好，唔夠打呢度，黐爛線。Take this.
Hey, we're still going after those paladins.
The creature's eyes roll back in its head. Your nostrils fill with the rank smell of death. The hyena has feasted, but looking at
Come! See! My flesh becomes new flesh!
嗰啲動物藥水係我個職定係咩？定係買先有？你
You
個個都
hear
有。
what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. The hyena moans softly as its body contorts, ribs cracking and flesh tearing.
住一行埋去就爆炸。
You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
哦，殺咗宿主入邊嗰啲嘢死埋，之後邊啲嘢爆炸。
coming through.
Dang.
Scram! And whatever you do, don't go and get your friends.
No gloom, all doom.
冇爆炸狗仔。試乎先，睇下有冇機會唔爆炸先。先變主角龍，關子一。
No holding back.
哇！爆炸頂！哇！殺咗都爆炸嘅。
The lance board is set. My pleasure.
Battle favors the fearless.
係咪禁錮佢？防止佢唔俾佢喐。確認啲範圍嘅嘢，會唔會打埋自己人？有試副先，確認。哇！中晒，定晒度。
This is gonna feel good.
頂，行埋劈佢啦，射箭先。
Want another?
哇！係啊，轉咗個嘅戰士好似係。
Creator, destroyer.
係咪？望落佢望落個樣唔似武僧啊，真係似武僧。Eat this。喂，你都要咬呢隻嘅定係？
Never seen that before.
哇！贏咗啊！阻止咗。誒，我上邊嗰啲冇落到嚟。
And I doubt we've seen the last of them.
耶！有一晚行多幾步又出嚟啊！
We should find the rest. Stop the infestation before it
行多幾步
spreads.
都出。哦，哎呀，哦唔緊要。 驚啦，抽下抽下都中噶啦，少抽啊，少抽啦，好課啊！
Defender of the people.
冇事嘅。但個問題係冇，想抽都冇抽，冇石，冇乜石，2次10，啊要中10抽都中晒3隻，好似好文咁啊！奧術真係咧。 啱啊！冇晒技喎，要短休嘅。係。
Sharp as ever。
哦，佢綠色杆就代表有嘢可以同佢講嘢。用咗呢要長休短休先得咯。 起碼都要短休啦。
Freshened up and ready to fight. Lost in thought.
哦，但我又想睇佢哋講嘢，佢哋啲對答好正。What to do?
？Hey, soldier.
睇你哋咁多波士打，就執埋垃圾先。
How can I help?等先。冇啊，冇得擒啊！喺呢個位好似。
Have a lot on my mind, and well, in it. At least things have stayed interesting.
裝備。哦，呢度口肉船。可以開關，冇領衫着陰公。 然後感恩。但好似冇乜效果嘅。全部都冇用嘅呢啲，全部都冇效果嘅。得呢個有。守住先。係啊，執垃圾啊！冇到。件衫仲喺度。掃走晒啲嘢先。攞嘅書，啲人可能真係會認真睇埋，掉翻去營地嗰度。又叫佢執，轉行翻上去先。咪有咁多嘢睇，搞唔掂。睇對白都睇到頭暈。不得了，哇！上面開緊撐啊，走先。睇翻晒劇情小說，入邊嘅小說，成套俾翻你睇，大癲啊！喺喇叭場見先，嗱又攞埋啲垃圾翻嚟啦，大門開關，條絲唔值錢啊，想執埋條絲嘛。攤晒到營地，黐線佬！想去斬嗰啲人喎，買咗啲屍體先。紅色妹又殺呢扎人。
Worse than Knowles out there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
How about a dragon?
好正氣喎，唔似壞人。
Please, no more. Leave us in.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
There's something in the squint of his eye.
You
suspect he's lying.
Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlach, you're...
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
哇！開波偷襲啊！頂你個肺啊！又唔得，成日都攞唔到優勢。哇！咁高咧嘅5咧，黐線啊！miss。
A tale for the ages.
哦，冇法術，冇長優度。哇！人類定身術。
Forever, pal.
啊，20號要打返個黑蜘蛛俠嗰個白金咪要。哇！你老闆，哇秒啊，最多可以打2下咯，黐線啊大佬啊！私樓。見人就殺，
Please, no more. Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home. I'll tell you.
They serve the art. Believe me, these sneak.
It isn't true. Half of it. We thought you a devil, but Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you.
Pretty please try. I'm in the mood for destruction. These pricks deserve it more than anyone you've ever pity. I could have used a friend. But if you choose to lie down with devils, you wake up with my boot in your ass.
跟住就變咗4個啦，變咗4個打女人，即刻2打勁多肯定。因為我唔信，係啊，變咗唔信佢啊嘛，我啲對打變咗唔信佢，即刻變咗打呢個啦，全部人打佢，冇有撈啊有撈，之前有師傅，係啊打返佢轉頭，咁唔夠膽啊，唔夠膽咪投降咯，即刻投靠另一邊啊，大佬唔夠膽，真係。大堅，幾戲劇性，係啊 ，fucking 自由。會點勝？咁啊唔行呢邊啦，入邊啲人傻嘅。梗係有入嗰啲。
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
嚟，但佢都幾打動嘅。邊境之人都唔使追殺佢。惡魔樣始終都係。
Something over there. Maybe if I was a quarter of the size.
嗰個咩火啊？有招忌唔知咩，可以整個火出嚟。
I am way too big for a hole that tiny. Watch yourself. I spy a trap.
哇！通風口。
A trap. Watch it.
好頂啊貓嘅真係。正啊！2-1，力加貓。嚟。 到喎，又真係攞到，癲！立晒，哇！200幾蚊啊！200，咦係喎，都有嘢。係三嗰啲唔攞啦。爛番茄，唔到就點？頂，又行返出去。係啊，嗰啲好細嗰啲洞，人類 size 過唔到嘛。跟住用德魯伊變貓。我轉咗佢做德魯伊啊。成隻咩咁？哎呀，成布偶喵咁，但係唔係布偶貓嚟。
What have we here?
走。
Just a peek.
追貓。哇！冇啦啩？貓爪擊，最正可以貓叫。冇錯。不過佢變有限次數啊，而家。2條命。正貓。真係好勁喎！有2條。貓晒，立晒嘢。哇！打咁正。喵。哇！成個箱攞咗。
Watch yourself. I spy a trap.
唔打柴，放棄啦我都。哦，有佢20蚊。啊，場地。Yes， 啱啊。釘頭錘。哦，唔係人形踩落去冇事嘅。輕得滯。你冇喎。冇可以。有冇係咪冇用德魯伊？我就咁升上去。冇喎，開唔到咯喎，佢好似都開唔到鎖。但係變翻人好似冇開鎖技。咣啊！可惜走唔到。即係如果我冇得變，我出唔翻去嘅錯個人。被動。
I am way too big for a hole that tiny.
真係走唔到喎！如果我冇咩嘅話，因為我又冇得再變嘅話，好彩仲係遲波算係。耶！如果唔係就永遠都韞住呢個人喺度。真係。哦，唔扣血。 係變翻貓走出去。真係有揾到啦，終於開得翻部電話。哇！引晒啲人出嚟喎，貓叫引晒啲人出嚟。喂，黐線！
Please, we just want to go home.
不得了。
Zariel, please.
Zariel.
We thought you would, but Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave. Enough.
哇！打死咗隻貓。Yes。跟住佢就秒我哋。
Forever dauntless.
開放傷口。哇！哎呦，睇下先，冇啦。
Death is but a word away.
啊，呢隻有，但係用唔到，冇休到，冇休息冇用，有冇用啊？睇呢招嘢。跟住吉死，搲呢兩隻，哇3次啊！我打，哇佢劍柄都打到我20幾30血，癲啊！黐乸線公司。不得了，應該殺到嘅。好，殺咗，係爭殺咗啦。哦，得翻紅色妹同埋係咯，得翻紅色妹要救翻晒啲人。呢個有牌未到。唔怕，有牌未到。翻陣間先，係啦，再救翻咧，係啦，再救翻你多個，起身啦，大哥！如果佢要攞藥水掟人哋係點撳？正方形，哦。背包，哦，即係要撳翻呢啲。哎呀，撳錯，頂。冇動作，係啦，應該係冇動作。
Find a route.
啊，仆我又街啊打，咁醒目嘅。又要救翻，睇下先，還要救翻，冇動作。挺身術， 哦，豁免咗，冇事。
Cry about it.
哈！近先，臨時，扣下佢先，咪算下佢先。哇！仆街得我，去咗。
Swords meet sorcery.
哎呀，有打先。第二影像，第三影像。
Count on me.
哇！頂得住，好少，收得少。對位太長啦。
May the dice roll in my favor.
哇！高防禦，中唔起中喎，難得喎，去狂灌水，哇！控晒。打走咗劍杖，打走咗劍杖，都冇得用。睇下先，係咯，而家唔使換。哦 ，miss。定身術，好似有冇？好似冇，冇。不得。係啊，嗰個遊俠個招技咩偷襲5至19，個 range 好大。
At the ready.
Two steps at a time.
回得幾下。揸隻，贏啦，揸隻嚟。最後一開始殺到嗰隻最緊要。
Battle of wits.
解咗定身術了。
Shall be done.
好啦，應該點打贏？
On my word. Ooh, fun.
哇！推我
Don't waste a step.
哇！好高攻嘅。
This is my time. 2 steps at a time.
哇！ 過嚟。拉死咗，咩？啲古怪技 ，hell。
Fuck them. Fuck Thariel. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. Not big enough. Now
趕走我，佢黐咗線。衝咗入去間房都唔知做咩，黐咗線。哇！正義神劍。哦，佢入去拆樓啊！有去拆屋啊，好嬲佢。
What's cooking?
幾好笑啊！自己喺度斬嘢喎。勁嬲，勁嬲啊！咩變態啊！係啊，跟住我睇咗佢，我今朝睇嗰啲 YouTube 睇咗人哋講之後嘅，睇下講之後嗰啲嘢真係好垃圾，好煩。
That ought to do it.
有事，而家會咁。哎呀，強酸！啊！無啦啦又死，無啦啦又死。跟住好似話本身 BBQ 完，跟住無啦啦就話有咩黑色衝動啊，黑色衝動嗰度又係爛嘅，即係 BBQ 都唔夠爛，仲要整埋個黑色衝動，跟住整走阿 Mikey， 跟住主角又要拉水，又想拉翻佢翻嚟，跟住又無啦啦走紮勁人出嚟咯，係啊。佢 BBQ 都算啦，無啦啦整咗黑色衝動。佢就係黑色衝動，係啊，個個都黑色衝動，俾人笑嘅嘢。難民。自魔童。
Always room for more.
係，哇！我喺上邊，唔怪得啦。又執垃圾，核突嘅，唔夠大，有用嗰啲用，實用。
Just another crate.
Soldier.
is it?
Hello.
好似爭一個未打，我唔冇咗啦。我好似要打佢，要打贏一次先啊！係啊，要贏咗佢先可以打到殘面照我個啊！睇先。科拿部兩體編成打次舒服，唉是但啦，打鬼埋。我拳頭嗰個打唔係拳頭嚟嘅，打埋先。科拿部兩體編成。淨係種城之內啊，好似又係七海田馬禮津宿招。以前收唔到嘢嬲得滯。我連埋。係啊，條絲啊，要咩啊？哦，彈好。
Never a dull moment。
冇啊，應該手刮晒啦，都係嗰啲。話點解會俾人殺啊之類嗰啲嘢。OK。
Felt good letting off a little stick. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should. Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. Wild, right? And believe it or not, I'm one of Zariel's least mutilated pets. But it's a bit early in the game to be Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a... Hey, soldier.
唔知得唔得？好嘢，唔使打，最真打啦！好嫌麻煩，每日一鋪唔使打。係唔使插啦，不過就一鋪都唔使打。要用嘅嘢，核突。
That's the short of it. Bloody thing's been in overdrive since I left Avernus. Gives me energy. Power. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. One of these days, I'll sort the whole inferno. But... Hey, the year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respect. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. 10 years of that.
10 years.
The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel... First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right? Sounds boring. Yes!
先呢邊行過去，旁邊冇啦。我拎翻嚟啲嘢全部都唔值錢嘅。拎武器、護級袋。
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
掘佢，一掘隻怪，一掘隻冇咗。火焰劍一次性道具。火焰劍。而家用個爐，但高攻啲嘅而家用住先。 未知佢個優勢點樣整出嚟，未俾佢發現啊！我都係諗隱形術咯，如果用盜賊嘅話。
Time to get going.
à, có mày đấy. Xì nào. Chú chuyển trung. Wow, 燒窿可以。邊度開緊餐？耳仔都執。夜喺度食緊嘢喎，大爺。開餐。等陣間兜佢先。射佢兩箭先。 頂啊！我發現到喎，冇搞錯，黐線啊！黐線啊！ 啊，唔俾我啦，零。啲獸人識用埋啲咁嘅嘢。把啲一隻都射唔到。
One day, I'll catch a break.
Oh, you fuck.下食到，太船用唔到。啊！仆街，你射到我，射唔到你。
Got it.
On the victor's path. Making my move. A rough tempest I will raise. May it please Mystra.
射狗尾。
Light on my feet.
The blade will not bend. Gone with the weave.
Eat this. 仆街一血。This 靈魂添，哇唔中，啊勁過我仲要啲人馬佢區度，嗰個對面啲渣渣咯啲雜魚咯，第一季有出㗎係啊。吉真係吉人啊！吉人啊，去打啲唔係佢去打啲廢嗰啲術師啊嘛。先
Battle favors the fearless. One can't always be a gentleman.
What that? Chưa hỏi DC. 唔會啊，跟住就會咩啊？即係喐咗一下先跳到。哇！三下，公平咩？
slow down.
走過啲先。哇！又3連擊大哥咁勁嘅啫，黐乸線。攬柒。街咧，哇 ！miss 咗，頂你個肺。
Forever dauntless. 翻隻血就起身。 I don't fancy their chances.
哇！哇！隻都打3下嘅，黐乸線。
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
哦，哇！點解死咗？出血啊？點解會死咗？係喎，點解無啦啦死咗？暗色能量。哦，佢毒死咗我嗰隻嘢啊！頂，佢死咗，所以毒死咗我主角啊！頂，好似琴日咁啊，係好似琴日咁啊。
Poor fucker。
中伏啊！
On the victor's
等下用卷軸搞佢，打死對你先。中毒係啊，毒鬼死我哋，黐乸線。發達。哇！你又 miss 我頂你啊！快啲！佢咁搞法，佢打死晒我啲人。啊，10幾血。
Finding my way.
超得意。
Let's cook with fire, baby.
留命睇打唔中。哦 ，Run 獎杯。黐線。
Well met.
Oh,
I am a magical projection of... However, for reasons that... You may rest assured that I trust I've made myself clear. I have upon my deceased... I will now explain. Step 1. Next, you must unthread. Inside the pouch you will find a... Starting from... Upon... This is Ignan. Pronounce them. Words will now appear on the letter's surface. I think ingenious is the word you're looking for. Now, repeat my instructions back to me, please. I'm not trying to try your patience. I simply need to be absolutely certain you understand. And next? Right. You then have access to the letter and the flute. Go. Remember to play them clockwise. And after that?
點識啊，大哥，有冇可能記得打？
Correct. And so we have gone through the necessary. Best of luck with the protocol.
即係用嗰個復活卷軸啊！啊，行過去跟佢做嗰個步驟超正咯，試下先，試回先。其實係啊。頭先答啱晒啦，但係冇實際記過。睇下做唔做得翻出嚟先。我唔怕，師傅到我。唔俾我做嗰個動作，狗毒死埋。 紫色袋，唔係講真，就係鳩噏㗎。佢啲步驟咯，啲步驟鳩噏個位佢。係咁啦，即係佢純粹係搞笑先噏咁大段嘢口，我記唔記得翻？咁係咧。誒，唔係我睇下先，最新。
The pouch is sealed with
真係
differently
得嘅喎，
coloured
真係有嘅喎，好
strands
似
of thread.
紫色，咩一次性拉開定？
As the purple thread becomes undone,
佢真係有嗰啲嘢俾你做喎。跟住攞呢扎嘢，係啦，跟住咧，知佢阿乜？
this is the flute Gale kept on his person.
吹佢支
A
笛，
faint magical aura envelops its wooden surface.
表演先。啊，紅色妹幫佢吹，吹爆！哇，着火！
The flute awaits with bated breath.
有 QTE 啊，刺激啊！屌，鬼記得啊，黐線！勁正啊！喂，有冇段嘢？ 睇下先，唉，地獄之心，揾唔翻添。伙伴，好喎，好喎。啊，咁快！上網睇先。
Gale's magic flute is ready to be played. The flute awaits.
D E A D D
Iskcha Cisnaga.
哦，原來佢吹嗰個音，佢嗰4個字係 D E A D 係 dead 個音4個音符係 dead， 跟住 call 咗隻小惡魔出嚟 Ash。
Multhamesk.
死亡。
Tinu Frantha Manthrager.
睇故仔咯，一個人玩睇故仔幾得意。 啊，即係走咗啦。我懷疑佢都係俾個死亡，俾都係俾翻個復活卷咗我咯。我覺得係咯，好似係。隻狗死啦！隻狗死啦！可唔可以揾個死嘅人自己死咗嘅人自己用復活卷？
Sharp as ever.
Attention!
施法。解咗個人眼就死亡預算，死亡預案都會直接解到，都係直接解到。
You desire conversation? Please do find someone.
俾我呢個同我講。唔夠主角，唔夠主角唔俾玩。拼哦，冇咗一樣嘢咯。
My word, you did it!
冇着衫可以講呢
Oh,
啲
it's good to be alive.
點正？
My hands are still cold, so that handshake will have to wait. But in the meantime,
我行摸埋你。
Thank you.
Thank you. 2月唔係啊，兩個死咗。
But a necessary one. Scrolls of true resurrection don't grow on trees, you know. That said, I assume you have some questions for me. Only fair to warn you, I apologize if that sounds thankless. It's just that some secrets simply cannot be revealed. I suppose that after all you've done for me... Tell you what, I will answer one to the best of my ability. If I can. When I told you I need powerful magic to keep my condition under control, I didn't tell you why. Well, here's part of the why. I am dangerous. Not because I want to be, but because of an error I made in the past. It makes me dangerous, even in death. You brought me back to life, and for that I am in your debt. But we're surrounded by danger. It could happen again. If it does, bring me back again. You must, for the sake of many.
Hmm? 活躍殘兵。哦，四虎，四虎翻營地休息。終於可以翻營地長休。
Hellsfire. She's coming.
She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank.
Wow. SM.
We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlach meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlach, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Oh, 陰公變咗魔族。
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Isn't it glorious? Karlach's fury is a wonder to...
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, and forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word. Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood... I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges, not to mention a few bumps. But I haven't seen... Be my mirror. What do you see?
Be mirror.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity. Maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. She could kill me for one. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
How glad I am that you see me as more than...
邊境之人幾正，邊境之人咪咯，陰公。
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequent. She favored me like a child favors a captive pet. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
I've come to sate you.
哇！想擒我啦！綠色妹過嚟擒我啦
I lead, you follow.
I lead, you follow. 有咩要撳？即係點？綠色妹擒我，視乎遲啲自己睇，收埋自己睇，唔俾你哋睇。冇嘢睇嘅，冇嘢睇嘅。唔係咧，公司個個都擒佢，唔係個個都俾綠色妹擒。啊，冇嘢睇先。啊！
Gith train relentlessly. We know our bodies inside and out.
Inside and out. 但佢啲膚色加個身形啊，搞唔掂。 打。
Let me show you. Close your eyes and submit.
可能我撳咗嘢啊！我撳咗。竟然係咁。啊！帶翻佢轉頭啦！啊！拋翻佢，強硬過佢啦我。
I am ready.
I am ready 好重口啊，大佬。我咩靚仔？捉實。
You awake in pain. Your back, your hands,
即係咪
even
開
your
咗
tongue ache.
可能
It's
係
time to rise. Dawn is upon us. Time for pleasure has passed. I might take more up now. Every breath, every blink proves exhausting.
How can I help? The instruction, like I said, I find that a healthy amount of theatrics, a voice from the beyond, a magic flute, a friendly, if highly combustible magma method, tends to make for a more compelling. If nothing else, I'm sure I piqued your curiosity.
呢隻狗嚟咗喎。可以撚狗。
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps...
Curious. I took of you completely. Perhaps I might find use. Perhaps if I'm in need of relief. Until then, I'll enjoy watching you squirm from the end.
Well met.
What's on your mind? Ow. We'll just consider that an accident then, shall we?
哇！推完隻狗跟住俾人打喎，俾個吸血鬼打，殺隻狗先。
Hope your soul is in good hands.
怕，反正都係
哇！吸血鬼咁喎。
Open up. Aye, aye.
Finding my way.
Fiat Lat.
Try me.